Hello friends, welcome back. Newcomers, thank you for joining. I am Agrippa. Let's play some more of our Europa Universalis for Florence campaign. So, we finally had some success waging another war against the Papal States. We were able to take 3 provinces, Romagna, Urbino, and Umbria. We were not able to take Ancona because we didn't have a claim on it, and it would have cost us too much aggressive expansion. So we're going to go ahead and use the spy network that we fabricated, or that we built up before, to fabricate claims on those 2 provinces. Not planning on taking Rome for quite some time, but it might be useful to take Ancona. So we'll keep that in mind for a few years down the road. Just started core constructions, and we're going to get back to it. They are proceeding pretty quickly. I think that's because they're accepted culture. Let's see what the state map mode looks like. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 states, which isn't ideal. So you have to pay maintenance for both of them, but that's okay. Conquer Abruzzi. Abruzzi owned by Florence. Oh, that's right. We should probably fabricate claims. Build up a spy network in Naples too. They won their independence against Castile. The Iberian wedding event did happen, but Castile has been crushed by France. They haven't even integrated Granada. So both Aragon and Naples teamed up, and they were able to win their own independence from Castile, which is great. We could also think about potentially vassalizing Corsica, since we released them in that peace deal. But no, we don't have enough base tax yet to do that, and they have a minus 25% willingness because they are a member of the Empire. Well, we'll just wait on that. At least it weakens Genoa a little bit. Genoa still has its trade league, which we couldn't dismantle. I was hoping we'd get them under minus 50% prestige, but okay, we got our ideas. Oh, and now we can just maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. I could have gotten this idea that would have reduced our aggressive expansion. Did not even think of that. But we can pick it up now, which is good. We can go ahead and get this next level of admin technology too, since we aren't expecting to have to spend more points to core anything soon. It's this, plus 2% national tax modifier, plus 0.5% missionary strength, for 0.1% reform desire to Catholicism. Sure. Or it's getting up there, but I don't really care. I mean, I'd like it to stay low, but I'm not gonna do any massive trade-offs with my own country to make sure that it does so. And our other galley. Ooh. Oh no! Oops. I saw that a little too late. Our entire fleet just got wiped out, along with it all of our sailors. That was not good. That was my bad. A little bit of a mistake there. Oh well. Live and learn. We have plenty of ducats left. I just left them too far out of my support range, naval support range. These provinces weren't cored yet. And I just saw them too. I was so close. Oh well. Greek separatists in Genoa. Interesting turn of events there. Those are probably from their, from this province. Yeah. Rebels can migrate across time and space, in case you didn't know. Create a proper fleet. Maybe we should suggest that. Take that as our current mission. Gosh, that sucks. We did lose. We had 5 heavy ships, which were the big thing. So that's 1,000 sailors, and that was 250 ducats. And right now we're only gaining 4 sailors per month, so that would take us 250 months, right, to get 1,000 sailors back, which is 20 years. So we did sort of put a damper on our plans for expansion there. just by my sheer inadequacy. It happens though. I've done that before. Just not paying enough attention. Let's just go ahead and keep our candidate. We're pretty high on Republican tradition. I know he's getting old, but you know, it's there to be spent, so let's spend it. How old is he? 65. We've had older. I'm also toying with the idea of building a few more regiments. Siena has joined a trade league led by Genoa. That's not great, because we do want to take Genoa down a peg. They have a large trade league. That must be costing them diplo power. And 2 allies. Yeah, Urbino. Okay, so they're all parts of my territory now. Let's go ahead and make them states and finish coining them. Does it want me to do that? Yeah. The computer isn't the best of models, so sometimes there's a little bit of lag, I'm sure, when you're watching these videos. Okay, so that should be good. In fact, our force limit should be boosted up even more. Oh. Yeah, 16. You can build at least 2 more regiments, and we'll probably do so. But now the estates are whiny, both our nobility and our burghers. That's not great. See, the tricky thing playing in Italy is that most of our provinces are of such high development levels that giving one or more away to an estate can be a big swing. Don't really have any preference of what I want to do here. So the nobility just needs 3% more, and burghers need 4% more. So let's give... increase their influence quite dramatically, but let's give Romagna to the nobility, and Urbino to the burghers. Not ideal, but we will have to live with it. So in the past, I haven't played as a republic, I don't think, on the latest expansion Mare Nostrum, but I haven't had to worry about giving the burghers much land, and I wonder if they demand more, because I'm either a republic or I'm playing in Italy. Yeah, okay, yeah, they demand plus 20% land, because I am a republic. So later down the road, when I eventually form Italy, or switch over to Tuscany, I can take some of that land back. But the clergy expects to control land too. But I didn't get a notice about it. That seems like a bug to me. Unless I'm just mistaken. No, that really does seem like a bug. Well, we'll see if it impacts our gameplay moving forward. Might just give Rezo to the clergy. Still not enough that we have to give them more. I don't want to do that. So we'll see. Figure that out later on down the road. And let's go ahead and bump up to 4 speed, and then recruit our 3 more divisions, 3 more regiments. So we have 5-2 and 5-2 for 10-4. We'll do 2 infantry and 1 cavalry. Actually, how close am I to the next? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold out and get artillery when it comes around. That's the best way to strengthen my army at this point. Could use some artillery. We don't have any advisors, and we're making a fair amount of money. So let's hire some advisors. Diplomatic reputation, I like that. Production efficiency, kind of. worthless, but I like that admin power. I'm willing to pay a ducat a month for it. And morale of armies. There we go. Good, good. We have a full complement of advisors. Gain 5 prestige. I don't think our papal influence is going up very much. It's going up by 0, 0, 0, 0. It's modified by minus 100 due to papal state opinion of us? Why is that? Well, because their opinion of us is at minus 200. I didn't know that you could stop gaining papal influence because they disliked you. I kind of don't like that mechanic. I think you should at least gain something. Because that kind of nullifies the benefits of the Tuscan traditions. That really, that stinks. It stinks. That stinks a lot. Well, we'll deal with that later. I'm going to use my spy network that we've built up in Naples to fabricate a claim on Abruzzi, which is our neighboring territory. I can't do... Can I support any rebels in their country? Because I can't do anything else. Support some of these heretics, I guess. I want to weaken Naples and take over some of their land down the road. France is being France. I just don't think it's worth it having that guy. They're building up their spy network. In fact, I wanna fabricate claims on Genoa. I know I have a truce with them, but I'm gonna want those claims eventually. You could also think about trying to fabricate a claim on Venice, but they're allied with Savoy, who's my ally, and they still have a trade league with other people. Urbanization. Gain 1 base tax in Florence, 1 base tax in Urbino. The burghers gain 10 influence for 40 ducats. I like that. I'm spending 40 ducats for 2 points worth of development. I'm a fan of that. It would cost me much more in monarch power. I think I'm roughly on par with Milan at this point in time. 130. Yep, that's what they had the last time we checked. Go ahead and get a diplomatic candidate again. We keep getting rulers that are very old. 49 is the youngest we've got. So we're gonna try to level this guy up to as high as we can go. Our Republican tradition is still fairly high. So we'll do what we can there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this influence idea. 2+ diplomatic reputation might help us get secure some more alliances. Think about allying Hungary, maybe? So I want to start taking territory from Naples and Aragon if I can. They're out of the Holy Roman Empire, which makes it cheaper in terms of aggressive expansion. So I might have to deal with these rebels soon, too. I'm a little nervous about them. Try to boost stability. And go ahead and do that. I'm a little worried about being able to fight off rebels with only my 14,000 troops right now. Okay, not a big deal. Improve our relations with Naples. 1 more diplomatic reputation. We could do it. one more diplomatic reputation might be nice. I'll go ahead and queue up another heavy ship. Sort of getting our fleet rebuilding underway. Sure, why not? Let's take this mission. Or pull a diplomat from Aragon, because I don't think we can get an alliance with them. Nope, just barely. It's barely not possible. We'll just stick it on improving relations with Naples. I think we can get the military tech now too, so we'll go ahead and get this and build ourselves 3 artillery regiments. Hopefully that'll put us in a good position to deal with these papal separatists when they pop up. Ferrera with a general to kill for. I want to pick a fight with them soon. Oh, they are in Genoa's trade league, so we'd have to fight them if we were to fight Genoa. This is not, again, not ideal. But it's allied with me. Savoy, Ravensburg. And it looks to me like they are developing their provinces, which is what I want to happen. I really do want to release Modena and Parma as soon as possible so that those two can start developing those provinces. The same with Montferrat, if we can. I want these one province miners to be spending their own monarch power developing their provinces, not mine. That way I'll end up with an Italy that is richer in the end. For instance, I think Siena started out with 20 total development, so Siena has spent a fair amount boosting it up 6 points, probably mostly in production. That is great for when I eventually take them over. I really want Italy to be as wealthy and prosperous as possible. That is the goal. I actually think I'm going to be able to ward off these rebels. After all, my military presence, I don't really have to worry about income, so I'm having full military maintenance right now, and I think that's going to reduce the revolt risk below dangerous levels. It's great. It's fantastic. My fleet is getting underway. Might actually go ahead and queue up another heavy ship over here, since I have the sailors for. I am getting more sailors now, 13 each month, as opposed to, I think, what, the 4 or 8 that I had before? Whatever, it was a paltry number. Think about adding some buildings, maybe in Pisa to boost my sailors. Siege ability or fort defense siege ability. So Provence definitely has more sailors than Pisa. How about Urbino? That's okay. Should I add those provinces to the empire? Build cost, development cost. Yeah, I might add the provinces that I conquered from the Papal States to the Holy Roman Empire. I think it'll make Austria like me a little bit more. Which they do. They have a good opinion. They're allied with a whole bunch of heavy hitters. Let's go ahead and have these guys. I want to make sure that most of northern Italy stays out of the empire, though, so just not add all of them. I want northern Italy to leave the empire. It means that I can expand without having to worry about as much aggressive expansion penalty. and I can annex more territory outright without having to worry about the empire getting worked up. I do want to build some buildings right now. Let's build a church. Let's build a church first. Well, yeah, let's build a church first in Florence, my capital. Let's build. Oh, I can't even build any of the naval buildings yet. What else is high development? Florence is pretty high. Nothing else really comes close to that level. But let's go ahead and build some more churches, I guess. Well, you know what? I'm gonna need that cash to build more heavy ships, so we'll keep it for that. We'll build the one in our capital. That should be good. Really do want some of these other independent countries to become super highly developed. I think Lucca already just was pumping up their development. 9 manpower is pretty high. Ferrara could do more. So could Mantua. I tend to find that Mantua, more than any other Italian state, tends to have the highest provincial development. They seem to stay independent the longest, and they're on farmlands, so they have a little bit of a boost to development cost. So that's good. 14 base tax, 12 base production. That's fantastic. I think only Milan is higher right now in all of Italy. Even Rome's lagging behind. That's pretty great. I should also point out that now that Naples is independent, they're not in that personal union, they will also probably spend some monarch power to develop their provinces, which is very good. I've seen Naples, Napoli, their capital, have 30 plus development, which would be great for us as well. And we kind of want the same thing to happen with other states that we might be able to force release, like Sardinia. We can't conquer them outright, we could release them and have them develop these 2 provinces. The same thing with Sicily down here, and maybe even Malta, but Sicily is more valuable on the whole. So long term those things would be nice. And I totally forgot about our diplomat working in Genoa to build up our spy network. So let's go ahead and fabricate our 2 claims. Oops, called arms. What's going on? What's happening? Savoy, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to their aid in the Savoyard conquest of Novara against Milan. This is a war that they have started. Milan is allied with the Papal State and Lucca. I want to keep them as my ally. So even though I'm in a really bad position to be joining their war, I do have to worry about these rebels. Gosh darn it, but I don't want to lose them as an ally just yet, unless I do. Could use the opportunity to take a couple provinces from them. Mayo and Nice. We force them to release Montferrat. I also don't want Milan to become too strong. Oh, this is a tough one. Who else are they at war with? They're going to be at war with Savoy and Venice. Is Savoy allied with anyone else? Austria, who won't join the war, and Mantua, who probably won't join the war as well. Let's group up our troops real fast and see who joins the war, and we'll decide whether or not we want to accept this call to arms or not. So what does it look like? Okay, it's just gonna be me, Savoy, and Venice if I do decide to do it, which is probably enough. That's probably sufficient to win the war. And fight against Lucca and the Papal State. This is a really tough call for me. I know it's probably incredibly painful for you guys to deliberate this, but we have to weigh the costs and the benefits. The costs are that we will have to fight rebels and potentially lose. The costs are that we might lose this war outright and have to give up some territory. The benefits are that we would keep our ally in Savoy, that we could knock Milan down a peg, that maybe we'd be able to get some territory out of the deal. Probably not, to be honest. Probably not. I kind of want to declare my own war against Milan, because I'm just afraid that Savoy is going to end up taking a lot of this territory that I'd like to see in my own hands, not in theirs. What all do they want? What all are they claiming as provinces of vital interest? Just those two for now. And Lucca, though, if we were to capture them. We do have a good general. We have a pretty darn good general. Milan 13,000 troops to their 17,000. 12k from Venice. You know what? I'm gonna be a dick and I'm gonna decline. And if we want to fight our own war against Milan, then maybe we will do that. But I don't want to get dragged into a war that I'm not the arbiter of. Betraying alliances right and left. So we're going to go ahead and pause here, take a quick break. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.